Hello, welcome back. Some research done in alteration and construction. So we could try to steal Mother Oak now if we wanted to. Could even use our alteration site. Again, if we wanted to. I'm not sure it's worth the effort, but maybe. I can also do some really nice buffs here now. Shadow Warriors we can do. We can do Envolm on our D3s, if that's useful. Shatter can be useful against constructs. Walls of the Earth is a really good spell. We can even do Group Stone Skin, which is... It's only AoE 3, but it doesn't require a gem, so... All of our E2s with Earth Power, I can put that on people if we need to. Or Iron Skin in a smaller AoE. Yeah, lots of nice stuff here. I was wondering if it's worth using the transmute spells in that alteration province. It would cost us 8 fire gems to get 350 gold. Or, well, this one's just worse, isn't it? Well, if we need cash, we could do it. Anyway, yeah, we've got some construction as well. We'll keep going. We should hit construction 5 next month. That gives us most of the stuff we might need. Might try and knock off some other things then. Generation 7, I think, would just be funny more than anything, because we could spam a bunch of Mound Fiends. Not sure if we need to, but... I mean, that would be kind of cool. Downward Edge 7 would be Purgatory. Evocation 7 would be Firestorm, which might also be quite good against... Gyarados. If we end up in a war with them. We'll see. Now the important stuff is just to get the construction done and start forging research boosters, because we just research too slowly right now. Remote site searching spells, of course, found nothing. We did cast Eternal Pyre though, so that's good. We manually found a magic site in Asia, which is an Earthroot Tower. I think that's 1 Earth Gem. And a couple of battles then, moved into Hibaboche, no problems there. Forest of Long Nights, no problems there. There was a battle in Ferra, which is Makoni attacking Hinnom. So that looks like this. Makoni's Gigante Hoplites. Looks like they just got fire-resistant warriors, I see. You can see Falling Fires getting cast too. Group Iron Skin. Lots of heavy armor buffs. You guys have gems or anything you're not using? No? Just some buffs and then dropping firestorms on people, it looks like. Some hawks at the edges of the battlefield. And there we go. So I'm going to guess that Makoni will roll in on pretty quickly. Just a hunch. But there it is. Yeah, so that is here. Hinnom does have a lot of stuff, but I guess we'll see what he does. Events then, Nifl, we got 2 death gems. Hibaboche, we got 5 fire gems. Mountains of Evernight. This is really funny as well. So on the same turn he gets attacked by Makoni, a bunch of independent trolls also take one of his provinces. Yeah, it's always great when that happens. Sarah's breached, did some afflictions. Unexpected event in Witch's Copse. A huge number of people have suddenly immigrated to this province. Do we get a terrain flip, or...? I'm not sure, either way. Maybe that was the rest of the people from Ctesiphon, they moved to Witch's Copse. That's kind of funny if so. Yeah, we also did some patrolling in Marvoni to get the unrest down. All of these Buddhas, they periodically cause a bit of unrest, you know. Yeah, and that's it for messages. So yeah, a few things. We got up Eternal Pyre, so that's nice. We're on 27 fire gems. We finished taking all of Sarah's provinces, including Hibaboche, which has an additional 4 death gems. So yeah, we're on 26 death gems per turn now. And we did not take any of the candles out of Wood in Many Paths, which is a bit sad. Now, we do have 5 Buddhas about to move into this province, so that could zero it out. So obviously the temptation for me is just wait. We're moving all this stuff though. Maybe he'll be done killed next turn, but I should probably just storm, so I'm going to just storm. We're not super prepared here because, you know, a lot of our mages died over coming over here. We don't have any gems, which is a bit awkward. There's a couple of earth gems on people, but But I still think we'll be fine, right, guys? So army's laid out like this. This block in the top left is just Air Mages and Lion Warriors. And also Baloney and the Bane that we have. So their job is just to stay up there in the corner, while these guys just spam Gift of Flight, basically. So they're all up there, just getting Gift of Flighted. At the front of the army, we have the War Shamblers from the Shipwreckers Mercenary Company. Their job is to push through the gate immediately. And then we've also got the Rhino Clan just behind them, who should also be on attack, actually. They're just, just push in right away. Get right in the gatehouse. We then have all of our Buddhas and the other guys. I always forget, these are Hyena Clan, right? Yeah, Hyena Clan Witch Doctors. Nearby, they're giving themselves some buffs on turn 1 to try and not immediately die to arrows, so Personal Iron Skin is going up immediately. Earth Power, Skeletal Body, and then just casting Earth Meld. We'll hit all that junk in the gate with Earth Meld to drop its stats to nothing, and hopefully just get in quickly. The exception are there's 2 Buddhas up here who've been given some of the random Earth Gems that we have. And that's just to put Giant Strength Warriors on our block of Sacreds. Why not? Make them hit even harder. Yeah, so that's all that is. And just behind, we've got some Pygmies. Some guys standing behind them to give them Envenom Arrows. Everything's on advance and cast spells. I imagine if this goes long, there'll just be tons and tons of skeletons everywhere, so all of our Death Mages can dust to dust, all of our Lion guys can banish. Down here we also have 30 Shade Beasts in 2 blocks. So they're just on attack rear. Since they're ethereal, they'll just run through the castle walls. So we should get quite a few Lion Warriors and some Shade Beasts all just hitting the back lines pretty quickly, depending. I might move you a bit. I'm going to put this guy, it's a bit awkward because he has a cold aura, so I don't really want him near anything living, I also don't want him to attract buffs and steal them away from our Lion Warriors. I guess he just sits here. That'll do. Yeah, Pygmies are on Holden Fire Archers. Long Dead Horsemen are just on attack rear as well. They might have trouble getting anywhere. It might be better if they were in the middle as well, with just behind the War Shamblers, but or in front or whatever. I just don't want to block the War Shamblers is the thing. But at the moment they're just stuck down in the corner on attack rear and do whatever they want. And that's it, really. Hopefully it goes okay. Don't think there's anything else really to say about this army. These guys, yep, they're all doing Personal Iron Skin on turn 1. Hopefully they don't just randomly get clipped by arrows and die immediately. It's always a shame when it does that. Or you didn't get your script updated. Or maybe you did and I... Oh right, I need to find a new spell for you to do. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, because he doesn't have a death gem. So yeah, you just look like that, that's fine. And we'll see how it goes, I guess. Fingers crossed it's okay. If it does go horribly wrong, I imagine he gets dom killed pretty soon, and then we also have these guys coming over to reinforce, and these guys coming over to reinforce, and there's more stuff coming out, so it should be fine either way, but hopefully there's no upsets. Rebid on the mercenaries, pretty low bids. I'm getting a lab down in Wickerwoods just in case we want to make a few of these guys every turn. Why not? And over here I'm just moving more stuff into Marvoni to keep it safe. So, a bunch of stuff from our cap. Some more D2s and ghouls. Not ghouls, soulless. And in Marvoni, I'm going to start making use of some of our mages now. We've got some construction research. Buddhas get a forge bonus, which I almost forgot about. So they can make things quite efficiently. One of them is going to make a Dwarven Hammer every month, since we have quite a few Earth Gems, so let's get a few of those out. 2 of them are going to make Fires and Jars every month. We should probably make sure all of our fire mages have a fire in the jar if we can. This guy's doing nothing at the moment, but he probably will eventually. Also got mages making owl quills. We also have the mages here making owl quills as well. I'm going to have 2 of our D2 Necromancer guys start making Revenants every month as well. Gives us another use for our Death Gems at the moment. And there'll probably be other things I start forging or summoning every month, but this is the starting point. We hit Construction 5 next month, so there's more research boosters we can make as well. I think that's it though for weird things happening this month. So we've got the lab going down, storming a castle. There's fire in jar, dwarven hammer, alquills, revenants, more fires in jars, more alquills. Yeah. And the usual remote site searching that I'll probably turn off once we once we find more, reasonable uses for gems. And that I think is it for this turn. So yeah, I think this is all okay. I'm not sure whether to interfere in this or not. This single Mechani army that we can see, it doesn't look that terrifying. Just 62 sacreds. They would be kind of obnoxious for us to fight. Since, yeah, they can easily hit us through invulnerability, but we're reaching the point where we're starting to have a lot more options for what we can field in combat. The thing is, though, it would be nice to have the opportunity to just sit back and research now. Because we really need to catch up on research. Our gem income is looking very good now that we've got power up as well, which is good, but yeah. Research is just... We're behind all of the other big players in the game by like a substantial margin, so I really do need to just sit back now. We'll focus on research, forging, and summoning, rather than wars. So that currently is turn 47. Yes, there's a guy sitting in Katiz waiting to put up a fort one day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We got our research done in construction up to 5. I really considered, I'm going to try and get it to 7. We'll try and do lanterns. We're not super pressed just yet, and I think we can... Our research should speed up quite rapidly now. I'm making tons and tons of dreamstones and alquills this turn. So basically just turning all of our remaining gems and glamour gems into research boosters. So, we'll see how it goes. Did some site searching as well. We actually found a glamour site this turn, so another glamour gem for us is nice. Nothing else was successful though. Some Black Hawks hitting one of Pyrenees provinces, so Muspelheim doing stuff. Also saw Muspelheim moving into fields of gold. So he's still, he's fighting back. He did also this turn unfortunately lose his capital though, so... We have Pyrenees army here led by his god. Yeah. Who did Eclipse? Was that Pyrenee or... I wonder if I can see who just cast that. Oh, Fog Warriors. I think that's just the AoE version now, it's not the whole army, right? There's Solar Eclipse being cast. Yeah, because you guys aren't mistformed. Oh, unless it's being cast and not actually cast yet. Anyway, you can see there's Twilight cast by Libar the Crystal Mage. Crystal Mage, that's not you, is it? No, you're Adepts of the Silver Order. Crystal Mage is these guys? Okay, there's Libar. That's Pyrenee putting up Twilight. And the Adept of the Golden Order put up Solar Eclipse, okay. And Storm, cast by Gozo the Sugrina. Okay. Muspelheim doesn't have much, though. There's only, what 3 mages? I'll put this on turbo, because, yeah, it's just a lot of, well, I mean, you can see what it's a lot of. Nothing spectacular going on, it's just lots of animals trying to get through the gate. Many of them routing too. Why are you paralyzed? Or am I misunderstanding what that color is? Oh no, you are paralyzed. I guess you just got zapped. Magic resistance 15, that seems quite low. Oh, Dominion penalty. Okay. Well, lots of Pyrenee stuff is routing, but it's a bit late. The sheep are trying to route through. Do you guys route at all? What's your morale? 14? What are the big things? 12, okay. Well, either way, Muspelheim lost their cap this month to Pyrenee, so not a great thing to see. One of the worst things that can happen to you is losing your capital, I would say. We also got attacked by Pyrenee. I don't know why or what this is. It's a random commander. Nothing wrong with him, he has no items, he's not stealthy. So, what does that mean? I don't know. Maybe he thought he was moving a scout? Tough to say. But there we go. Got attacked by Perny. We also had a battle at the fortress in Sarmatia. So, first of all, I was surprised that the AI actually, like, changed around its units. Put all these mannequins in line formation. So, you know, I've never played single-player Dominion, so I don't really know what the AI does, but, I mean, okay. Didn't expect that. Anyway, we have our shipwreckers rushing into the gate. We have our hounds running through the walls. And we have some Sacreds flying in. I'll be honest, not as many people got gifted flighted as I was hoping would. Were you casting it on the rhinos by any chance, because it's more to a square, or... I guess some of the rhinos got flying, but... Well, yeah, we've got about, what, a dozen? Maybe more, actually. They're coming in slowly. On the back lines. They also, many of them have, they got strength buffed as well, so... You guys are hitting for 36, which is no joke. And while they clear out most of the mages, shipwreckers are having fun hitting these guys in the gate. Many of them are. Does this have an icon yet, I wonder? No. They're earth grips, they lose all of their defense. Makes them a little bit easier to deal with, I guess. Yeah, there we go. More earth grip going off. I guess the shadows are ethereal, so you can't really earth grip them, but... Yeah, we're doing okay. Should then have our mages moving forward, so... There's lots of banishes and lots of dust to dust. Even some blade winds as well. Quite a few blade winds, actually. Pretty good spell against a lot of this junk that doesn't really have any protection. There come the banishes. I'll speed this up a bit now. We're losing our line dudes at the back, but they've done their job. They've cleaned out almost all of the mages. Time for the banish spam. It's very hard to get through the gate now, isn't it? Shipwreckers are still there, trying to get through. Put on turbo. Looks like we've cleared the walls at least. These guys are flying still. Oof. You got beat up pretty badly by those soulless. I finally got some more spells going off. Making our way in. It took a bit longer than I would have liked. But we get there in the end. So there's Sarmatia. I mean, we had to chew through a lot of junk. And what did it cost us? Well, we did lose 1 Voice of Lion and 1 Windmaster, but that's not too bad. 23 Sacreds. The rest is pretty replaceable. I guess it's sad to lose all 30 Shade Beasts. But besides that, I mean, we did pretty okay, I think. We also found a Eye of the Grey Ones, which is a not very interesting item, but it's funny to find a Pretender Chassis special item. This thing gives you Spirit Sight, also restores your sight. So, there we go. Events then, Ashlands, Woods of the Fairy Court have been burned, Drain, Death, Misfortune, and Anagem. Lost some defense in Jome due to mold. Independents attacked Muspelheim and won. More people getting attacked by independents while they're losing wars. And killed some afflictions, and farewell to Sarmatia. Here's the map now. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think we should probably try and win quickly, right? We have ready access to 5 thrones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to secure these thrones and then pick up 2. And that's it. Probably this one and this one. Or maybe this one. We got options. First thing first though, yeah, I'll try and get lanterns going. We're making lots and lots of alcohols this month, and more dwarven hammers, a bunch of dreamstones, more alcohols. We'll just try to speed up research as much as possible. We'll hit lanterns and then turn all the fire gems into lanterns as well. I don't think we're going to get purgatory up, and even if we do, our Dominion just isn't very aggressive, is it? I could start moving all of the Buddhas and Aina guys into like random side provinces like this. But it's just a lot of micromanaging Dominion that I don't really feel interested in doing. So let's assume we're not going to get purgatory up. Let's just dump all these fire gems into lanterns. Get research going even more. I'm also having a bunch of Buddhas make dwarven hammers as well. Buddhas holding hammers will probably make quite efficient death research boosters, wouldn't they? So this is 10 gems for 14 research. With the hammer, I think that's 8, and then the Buddha discount is 7. So 7 for 14 isn't bad. It's actually better efficiency than the Dreamstone then, isn't it? Assuming I've got those values right. Let me check. Buddha's forge bonus 1. Cost reduction in gems. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a flat discount. And then I'm pretty sure the hammer is 2, right? Or is it? Wait, let me see. Yeah. So we'll have 4 Buddhas holding hammers making skulls for a while as well. That should cost us 28 death gems per month, and we make 29, so we can do that for a while too. We'll try to get the research up to like 2,000 or something. Next thing I would like to do is just make sure all of the thrones we have are very secure. So I'll start putting mages into these 3 thrones that can just summon something. We have this province online now, so I could start getting bone readers and put the corpse construct items on them and summon a bunch of corpse constructs in all these ports as a starting point. And then probably some nature mages as well to do some basic nature summons. We'll get those going. And the next thing we need to do, of course, is take these 2 thrones as well. So this one's probably going to be first on the menu. I'm teleporting our god over to Barra. He can drop in and do some meteors. While we're doing that, there's still more stuff to move into Sarmatia and this last province to take. So spending all of this to take this province. A big long line of sacreds, a bunch of long dead horses, because it's adjacent to this. And we've seen Therados over here picking up random indie provinces, so just in case we're risking a bunch with Therados, here's all of this. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll pick up that, move everything into Sarah, hit this with meteors, and then we'll attack it. Try and take that. And then we need to take this with as little effort as possible. So currently we have this in this fortress. There's 80 units. How many of those are sacred? 20. Not a lot. But yeah, we'll try to do that. I need to recruit as much stuff here as I can to put on bodyguards on the mages, I think. And then we just walk in. So I'll probably start moving the sacreds we get over the next few turns into Gilenia. Try and take this. And then if I could do some diplomacy, maybe I could talk Therados into attacking Pyrenees with me. Or vice versa. We could go after one of Pyrenees' thrones. This one? Or Therados's, or I'm not sure. I was looking down the cave to see which cave we could get into easily. I think the best one would be this cave. It's from Mountains of Madness down to Caves of Madness, and then it's quite close to this throne. So the next few scouts I recruit are going to move to Mountains of Madness, go down here, we'll get an accurate view of this region. See how many units are in this area. This could be completely undefended. So we'll take a look at that. And yeah, that's how things look at the moment. So nothing else too special besides that happening. But yeah, let's see what our research number goes up to next month, because I mean, it should start speeding up. And from construction 5 to 6 is 1300, so we're almost there. And then I 6 to 7 is, so it's going to be, I think we can do that in 3 turns. And then we do lanterns. And then the rest of our targets speed up quite nicely. And maybe that lets us springboard all the way to Conjuration 9, I don't know. But I'll try and get some basic targets on the way though. Alright, it's turn 48 though. How are our mercenaries looking? 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, okay. I'll probably get them all laps now, except for Kiba, who can walk around looking for water sites still. He's quite useful doing that. So that was turn 48. Oh, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a second. Hello, welcome back. Throne of Fire has been claimed. Lots of spells this month. Did we find any sites? I didn't actually check. Oh, one. Sky Split Oak. That's an Urgem. Besides that, teleported our god. Made some more Revenants. Lots of battles this turn, mostly just Pyrenees finishing off Muspelheim, it looks like. So, taking an Indie province, moving into a Muspel province, and again. And again. So, here's what Muspelheim's territory looks like now. I guess they have this province, this province, this province, and is that it, maybe? I don't think they held on to anything underground. Yeah, they'll probably be out in a turn or two. We also moved into Ophalef. Took that off the elephants, no problem. Also didn't bump Therados. We saw Inom losing a province to Makoni. Just a fire rally, basically, into 1 point of PD. Nothing too interesting. And we also saw, oh, another battle between these two. Big army moving in. So, it's not that much stuff, is it, really? And that's here. See, I'm wondering if we can take this throne and then just march this stack in and sweep everything here away and secure this throne. Problem is, we also need to defend this against Therados, who's right next to it, so... We'll see. For now, we're not doing anything, so something to think about. Eric's, we lost some extra province income. Looks like we caught a Therados scout, killed 4 afflictions, and did some patrolling. And that's it for messages. Still some pretty simple stuff. We're up to 1450 research. Forging lots of boosters this month, so 4 pairs of Earth Boots, a bunch of Thistle Maces as well. We've also got Skull Mentors being made by Buddhas with Hammers. More Thistle Maces, more Thistle Maces. We are projecting ourselves into the throne with our god. And still doing site searching, forging fires and jars. So all just steady progress. Yeah, we'll hit this with our god though. We'll... Oh right, doesn't show up here, does it? We're just teleporting in, doing Gifts of Heaven like usual. We'll just clear some of this junk out. We'll have all of our units in this area in Ceramic next turn, basically. There's these guys coming, but they're not important. Also recruiting some more Pygmy Archers here as well. So next month I'll sort all this out. We are basically just relying on having lots and lots and lots of Flaming Arrows fronted by a bunch of Sacreds. So that should be fine. But we'll see how much damage our god does first. Maybe we can clear out quite a lot of this just with meteors, which would be very safe. But hopefully, you know, Therados doesn't sneak in and grab it. If he does, we'll just bump into him and knock him off it, I suppose. In fact, that might be better overall. I don't know. But we'll try and get this, and then we'll next try and get this. I'm going to recruit a Fire Mage in our cap. In 2 turns, we'll have that. Move it over to Jelania, where I'm recruiting a ridiculously large number of Pygmy Archers. To go with the, let's see, there's 20 Sacreds here currently and a bunch of Rhinos. And then I'm moving over 20 more Sacreds. I'm also going to move over our first big stack of Lizards too, so we have 75 Lizards coming to help out. We'll move all those guys to Jelania. And attack this next. And in the meantime, yeah, we just have to be careful of our borders, and our thrones aren't directly threatened just yet because they're kind of interior. We have defense, you know, fronting this one. This one is right next to Hinnom, but of course they're extremely puny and being attacked by someone, so I don't think this throne is particularly threatened, and nor is this one. So we don't have to worry about defending them too much, but Yeah, it is still on the agenda. We need to start summoning something in them. We also need to fort this one, even if we're not claiming it yet. Ideally. I'll just make Skull Mentors for a bit, I think. We'll switch to turning the Death Gems into chaff in these forts, I think. And yeah, I'm going to start recruiting these guys as well to make the corpse constructs too. We'll make them some items to boost it. And that is it for this turn, so keeping things brief because there's not a lot happening at the moment. Just trying to get through this portion of the game. I'll keep checking the research graph to see how much we speed up research. I'm hoping we start to go, more vertical now over the next few turns, but maybe that's wishful thinking. Anyway, it's 49. Ooh, mercenaries. There aren't many shipwreckers left. I might rebid on the shipwreckers, though. We'll definitely rebid on Gibor, who can walk around finding water sites for us. I don't think we have any way of recruiting a water mage. So the only real use for the water gems is alchemizing them, but even so. One water gem is basically a quarter of whatever other gem we want to use. And sometimes you find a water site that lets you recruit something, right? So anyway, that was turn 49, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.